Thank you for watching Swinford Media Group's production of live Marion High School athletics. This live stream is brought to you by John A. Logan College. Come see what we're all about at Logan Fitness. Why would you go anywhere else? Watermark Auto Group. Visit one of our 6 locations and experience the Watermark difference today with additional support provided by SIH. SIH Outpatient Rehabilitation Services offering direct access for patients. Black Diamond Harley-Davidson. Black Diamond Harley-Davidson and their family of businesses including Black Diamond RV, Coco Pelly Golf Club, and the Oasis. Farmers State Bank. No one serves you better. Like our Wildcats, Farmers State Bank is proud to be a part of our community. Supercuts. Everyone wants to look their best and Supercuts is here to help. 20% discount for Marion Unit 2 staff and students with ID through May 31st. Other partners include First Mid Bank and Trust. With First Mid, you and your debit card will have the perfect friendship every step along the way. Kenya Gardner State Farm Insurance. There when things go wrong, here to help life go right. Legence Bank, a proud supporter of Marion Athletics and excited to be a part of Wildcat Country. The Hub Recreation Center. From our state-of-the-art fitness center and indoor track to our heated pools, water slide, basketball courts, and youth programs, the Hub Recreation Center has something for everyone. Kemper CPA Group, LLC. If you feel like you're drowning, call the experts at Kemper CPA Group. They'll give you the tools to keep your business afloat. Marion Plumbing, LLC. Offering commercial and residential services. Contact owner Tony Gooch at 922-7142. First Southern Bank. Local people, local decisions. Local banking at its best. Murphy Wall State Bank. We're here to help you make your next move. Visit us on the Hill in Marion. Arcadia Wealth Management. Providing customized services for discerning clients. Call us at 993-1970. Mr. B's Landscaping. Mr. B's is the area's best resource for landscape and hardscape solutions. Call us at 771-7051. And the Marion Star, where Marion is the star. Call us at 997-7827 to subscribe or visit us in person at 1205 Tower Square Plaza or online at swinfordpublications.com.
Snow's still on the ground outside, but it's heating up inside as 2 South 7 rivals get together at Wilson Gym in Marion tonight. The Rams had the Wildcats number with 3 wins over them a year ago, but Trevor Jackson, Ray Bardeau, and Vincent Newsom have other ideas this year. It's the Rams, it's the Wildcats here live on the Marion Star Facebook.
When you're shopping for a new or used vehicle at Watermark, you'll notice the Warranty Forever sticker on the windshield. Here's what that actually means. The powertrain on the vehicle is covered for unlimited mileage and unlimited time. That's the engine and transmission. There's no cost to you. It covers 100% parts and 100% labor. That means when you purchase a vehicle from Watermark, you have coverage for as long as you own the vehicle. So when you think of Watermark, think of Warranty Forever and true peace of mind.
And now, with our SIH pregame show, here's your host, Riley Swinford.
Welcome to Cus Wilson Gymnasium in Marion, Illinois. Alongside Brett Bradley, I'm Riley Swinford, and we're here for a South 7 conference matchup between the Mount Vernon Rams and Marion Wildcats. We're under 9 minutes away from the start of this game, and it's time for our SIH pregame show. And Brett, as we get ready for this one, we're going to start talking about last week's game where the Marion Wildcats defeated the Carbondale Terriers 69-25. We were here for that one. Brett, what were your takeaways?
Yeah, Marion played really good basketball and Carbondale really didn't, but still Marion had a commanding win. Marion shot the ball really well from outside, and they really did not turn the ball over. So when you have experienced guards who can really make plays and not turn the ball over, chances of your team winning are greatly increased.
We're going to take a quick look back at last week's game, brought to you by Watermark, Johnny Logan, and our fine sponsors. 343 days. That's how long it's been since we were last inside this gym for live Marion Wildcat basketball. But we are back here tonight, 11 months and sometime later, for the Marion Wildcats and Carbondale Terriers here live on the Marion Star Facebook. Turnover for Carbondale. Vincent Newsome with the dunk. Bardo skips it out to Simmons. He'll try the three in the left corner, and he hits.
I just felt like maybe an extra week of preparation. We were more prepared than last week, and our kids had a good week of practice. We were able to get practices in all week, so they were excited to finally play a home game.
Oh man, we came out here ready to go. We worked hard every day of practice this week, 2 hours. Just we all locked in pretty well.
To give it to Rajon Bardo.
I agree. I think he deserves it. He was a leading scorer. He played great defense. He didn't turn the ball over a lot. Made a lot of rebounds. He was all over the court today. And
alongside Brett Bradley, I'm Riley Swinford, repeating the final score. Marion 69, Carbondale 25. Good night from Wilson Gym. And while the Wildcats were defeating Carbondale here at Marion, the Rams were hosting Centralia in a game that they lost to the Orphans 52-49. With that loss, the Rams fell to 2-1. Centralia, which defeated Marion in the opening game, improved to 3-0. The Orphans led 18-13 after one quarter, then outscored the Rams 15-7 in the second quarter. It was 39-34 after three quarters, and they held off a late Rams rally. That was the first game in that long-standing rivalry from new Mount Vernon head coach Tim Holloway. And we're now going to take a look at Mount Vernon's new coach, Tim Holloway. He's the new man in charge. He replaces Doug Krill, who retired at the end of last season, but he's no stranger to Mount Vernon sports, and specifically Mount Vernon basketball. He's a 1994 graduate of Mount Vernon High School, and he's fifth all-time in Rams scoring with 1,355 points. He was All-State honorable mention as a player, and he led the Rams to 4 straight regional titles. He had a sectional title and super sectional appearance in 1992. He's in the Rams Hall of Fame as of 2014, and most recently he's been coaching the baseball Rams for the past 16 seasons, where he's won 334 games, and he hopes his success on the diamond will carry over to the basketball court as he now takes on this new challenge. Now, while he's new to this rivalry between the Rams and the Wildcats, there's one man with a unique perspective, and that's Marion's Hunter Simmons, who used to be on the Rams side and now is transferred over to Marion for his senior season. And Brett, this has got to be a game that he had circled on his calendar, not only for this matchup here on the basketball court, but here in a couple weeks on the football field as well.
right, being a transfer, he probably knows many, if not all, the players on the basketball and football teams, and he wants to show them what he can do. And I would imagine he'd have a great game. He has to stay out of foul trouble. He had 2 early fouls last week, but it wasn't a problem. But he'll be ready to play, and we're excited to have him on the Marion side.
He's 6'4", 215 pounds. He has a lot of recruiting interest for football, and he was the Rams starting quarterback in a game we did last year at Mount Vernon, a game dominated by Marion. And I guess it was around that time he decided he was on the wrong sideline. So he'll be playing for the Wildcats this year, and we're excited to see him in another game here tonight on the basketball court.
Yeah, no doubt. He probably made the right decision to come to Marion, and he played really good basketball last week, and we can't wait to have him on the football field.
Now, he was a member of the Rams team a year ago that saw their season come to an end here in this gym when the Rams lost a heartbreaker 62-61 to the Heron Tigers in the Class 3A Marion Regional semifinals. That was an upset. The Rams were the top seed in the sectional and were hoping to make it on to their own sectional, but Marion ended up winning that regional as they beat Heron the next game, which was the last game before last week, here live in Marion on March 6th of last year. That was a game that the Tigers trailed 32-24 at halftime, but behind 32 points from Brandon Anthony, a season high. They rallied to upset the Rams a year ago. So, Brett, you got to know that Mount Vernon's coaching staff has reminded the Rams about what happened in this gym a year ago.
Right, and I think a week before that game, Mount Vernon beat Marion, and we thought it was going to be a Mount Vernon-Marion regional final, but that 1-point loss stings. So without a doubt, that's going to be in the mind of many of these players. I think you said pretty much everybody's back besides one player. Right. So the last time they were here, they lost, and that's going to be a motivating factor tonight.
For the Rams, it all starts with Kwani Rudd, the 6'6" forward from Mount Vernon, has a lot of recruiting interest ranging from junior college to Division I. He's number 24. They also have 6'7" NJ Benson. They've got two very good guards in Dylan Harkins and Karsten Pro. So the Rams bring a lot of experience and a lot of talent back into this gym here tonight. Now, Marion has a lot of talent on their bench as well, and our player to watch here tonight, Brett, is number 3, Vincent Newsom.
Yeah, he played very well last week, and I've seen vast improvements in his game from a sophomore to a junior. He's very athletic, he's very long, and really did a great job of getting to the rim. He has the ability to get to the rim anytime he wants, 6'3", and he's very fast, so look for him to have a big game tonight.
We're now going to go to our Watermark keys to the game, brought to you by Watermark Auto Group. And Brett, what are our keys to the game here tonight?
Yeah, Marion has to defend their home court. Marion won last week, and they have to continue that streak. They have to contain the Mount Vernon Big Four. They have 4 great players that started last year and are going to be back in the lineup this year and have significant playing time. They have to watch out for those guys. Marion also has to have balanced scoring. They did a very good job of Jackson, Bardo, Newsom, and they had great production off the bench. So if Marion could do that again, that'll be great. And they have to come out with fast start and create energy. If Marion plays high octane and fast pace, I think Marion will win this game, but they have to have a good start because that's really key for momentum's sake.
And with the kind of unique situation this year, Brett, we saw it last week with COVID, not a lot of fans, not a lot of noise in the gym, so Marion's got to really create their own noise, create their own energy. They're not going to have 3,000 fans here and a full Marion Maniac section to get behind them, so they really got to be their own best fans, if you will.
Exactly. It's a totally different feel from last year to this year. That's something we talked about off camera, and Marion has to have a good start.
We're just about 10 seconds away from the national anthem and the starting lineups here at Wilson Gym as the Marion Wildcats and Mount Vernon Rams get ready. We're going to step aside for a quick break. This has been the SIH pregame show. We'll be right back.
The sooner we're able to see a patient after an injury, the better the outcome. What direct access means is that you can seek services for physical therapy without an order from a physician. So you can either call the clinic directly or come into the clinic and schedule an appointment to see one of our physical therapists. We can often avoid either medication use or unnecessary imaging, but we will do a thorough evaluation, and if we find a reason to referral to a specialist or to their primary care provider, we will do so.
It's time for the Marion Stars Wildcat Gameday. Brought to you by John A. Logan College, the Watermark Auto Group, and other fine sponsors. Stay tuned for exciting Wildcat action.
That was the national anthem as we get ready for the Mount Vernon Rams and Marion Wildcats to square off here at Wilson Gym. Alongside Brett Bradley, I'm Riley Swinford. Thank you so much for watching here tonight live on the Marion Star Facebook. Ram starters are being introduced as we get ready for this one. The Rams are going to go with their 4 returners from last year's team: Dylan Harkins, Karsten Pro, Kwani Rudd, NJ Benson, and Evan Leak for first-year head coach Tim Holloway. Looks like the Wildcats will go back to their same lineup that we saw last week as well, trying to build off that success from the big win over Carbondale. Marion's going to go with Ray Bardeau at point guard, Trevor Jackson at the other guard spot, Vincent Newsom, Gordon Cook at the forward spots, and Mount Vernon transfer Hunter Simmons at the center spot. And this is a game that Marion has to win, Brett, in a year without postseason play, without conference titles, because you're not playing Althoff and Cahokia. This is a game that you can really circle as an accomplishment and something to build off of for Marion's juniors that are going to be back a year from now.
Right, so it's building off for next year, but really this is like a regional final game. So like if Marion had that mindset, which they probably do, that's a better way to play this game. This is like a regional final or a conference final championship. So I hope Marion has that mindset, and Mount Vernon definitely will. They're well coached and have been for years, but having that mindset will create a high energy for Marion and be a competitive game.
The Rams will start with the ball per this year's COVID rules. We are not having an opening tip. Instead, the Rams will throw it in at half court. They move left to right on your screen. They're wearing their orange road uniforms with white and black trim. Marion in their home whites with blue and gold trim. Game starts with Harkins bringing the ball across the half line. He's picked up by Jordan Cook. Rams set up their offense. They swing to Pro, the right cornerback. Now to Leak. Now it's Pro. Gets inside to Benson, guarded by Simmons. Tries to back him down. A lot of contact, and they call a foul on the floor, and that's the first foul for Hunter Simmons 20 seconds into this game.
Right, and he didn't have to foul there. Benson caught the ball below the block, and the baseline was there as a friend, and he really forced it there. There's no need to foul there, but Benson has to get better post position.
Harkins throws into Leak. He'll try a 3 from the right wing, and it goes in. So we talked about containing their big 4, and it's the 5th guy who scores the first points.
That was a great stroke there. Mount Vernon had a wide open 3.
Newsom tries to create, drives into traffic in the rain, lost it, gets it back, goes up, draws contact, no call, comes the other way to Leak in transition. Throws to Harkins, 3 in front of Marion's bench, no good. Rebound comes to Newsom, he loses it, and stolen by Pro. Finds Rudd over Cook for 2. 5 quick ones for the Rams.
Yeah, Marion's got to take care of the ball. They got to slow down the pace a little bit. Mount Vernon's really playing with high energy.
They're getting a lot of noise from their sideline over there, and that's what we talked about as one of our keys to the game. You got to create your own energy in this kind of game. Kick out to Jackson. Penetrates, loses the handle, picked up by Newsom. He'll try an elbow jumper, no good. Pro with the rebound. He'll run for the Rams in transition. Now gives to Harkins. Baseline drive. Tried to swing it to Rudd, but Newsom tips it out of bounds, and Gillespie doesn't like what he sees. He's going to take a 30-second timeout as well. This is Marion Wildcat Basketball, brought to you by John A. Logan College and Watermark, live on the Marion Star Facebook.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car. And you want to give them the protection they deserve with home and auto insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
Call State Farm agent Kenya Garner at 618-997-1819.
Welcome back here at Wilson Gym, where the Mount Vernon Rams have opened up a quick 5-0 lead over the Marion Wildcats after a Marion timeout. The Rams inbound, and it's Rudd at the top of the key. Now he gives to Leak. Now he gives to Harkins, and the Rams point guard will set up the offense for first-year coach Tim Holloway. Rudd on the right wing wants Benson. Now they swing to Pro. Thought about the shot. Gets a screen from Leak. Right hand dribble. Hand off to Rudd. Thought about it. Now gives to Pro. He'll fire a three on the right wing, and he hits, and the Rams have opened up an 8-0 lead.
And that wasn't really a great offensive possession from Mount Vernon. A lot of standing, but they got a wide open three. Marion cannot switch on ball screens like that. They have to stay with their man.
Just 2 minutes into this one, the Rams lead 8-0 on our Watermark scoreboard. Newsome, a long three. No. Bad possession there for Marion, and the Rams come the other way. Pro jab step, gets past Jackson, dumps to Benson for the flush.
Drive and dish, and a great cut by Benson for the slam. That was beautiful basketball.
Marion's getting kind of a wake-up call after their easy game against Carbondale last week. Mount Vernon's came ready to play today. Missed three by Bardo, comes to Mount Vernon. Benson will push himself. In transition, takes it, the big fella up and good. But Corey Hastings, the referee on the far side, says no basket. They called a foul on the floor on Trevor Jackson, his first.
That looked like Chris Webber going coast to coast. And it's a timeout by Marion.
Timeout, Marion. We'll take one as well. It's Mount Vernon 0. We'll be right back.
At our very core, we're a community bank that invests in our communities.
We're here to serve the customer.
We're not here just for your checking account. We're also going to be here to teach your kids financial soundness. We're also going to be here for your next home and make sure that you're set up correctly.
We've been here since 1906 and we're not going anywhere.
Decisions quickly, locally.
We are very progressive in our thinking, always looking for better ways to serve our customers.
Or either go to your branch or look at our website.
One of our mottos is that we're building better community since 1906.
Welcome back here where the Rams lead Marion 10-0 after another Marion timeout. The Rams inbound to Pro. And Marion gets a steal out of the timeout. Gillespie got after him during that timeout. We'll see if they respond. Benson drives, loses the handle on it, gets it back out to Simmons. Newsome drives, draws contact and the foul. And a technical foul now given by referee Bob Franklin. And I believe it's against Newsome, so this bad start for Marion keeps getting worse.
And I don't know if Newsome said something to him after the play. Corey Hastings, referee, called a holding foul.
Mount Vernon foul number 2, Evan Lee.
And then a technical foul after the play. I think the foul was on the floor.
Technical foul on Marion number 3, Benson Newsome.
So they do give a tech to Newsome, and that will trigger our under 5-minute mass timeout. So we'll shoot the free throws when we come back. Mount Vernon leads Marion on our Watermark scoreboard 10-0. We'll be right back.
A mass timeout.
With a First Mid debit card, you have a trusted friend. Take it with you wherever you go, like your best pal. When you need some space, leave it at home and pay with Mobile Wallet. Find your debit card is missing? Just turn your card off with Card Valet until you're reunited. You can also set spending limits and get alerts on your phone, so your card won't go shopping without you. With First Mid, you and your debit card will have the perfect friendship every step along the way. First Mid Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Welcome back here live at Wilson Gym, where we are just out of a COVID mass timeout. Vincent Newsome will be at the line to shoot the personal foul shots first. He was fouled as he went in for a layup moments ago, but he didn't like the contact and said something that the referee didn't like. So following his 2 free throws, the Rams will get a couple of technical free throw chances and the ball, and Marion still scoreless 3 minutes in.
Originally, I thought that was on the floor, but they gave him 2 shots, and Marion 0 for 2 on the free throw line. But one thing I've noticed, Riley, that the officials are allowing the defensive players to hand check offensive players. And that's really rare. We haven't really seen that a whole lot in high school, college basketball levels, but that's something Marion might be able to play a little bit more aggressive on defense.
So after Newsome misses them both, Pro hits his first, so it's an 11-0 run to start this game for the Rams. And he hits them both, so it's 12-0, and they'll get the ball. So Marion's really dug themselves a hole. Not even, 4 minutes into this ball game.
Yeah, 12-0. The intensity that Mount Vernon showed compared to Marion's a big difference here. Marion's got to pick it up on defense, and maybe they can play a little bit more aggressive, man-to-man, body-to-body.
An illegal screen. They get Leak with an illegal screen, so Marion catches a break following the technical free throws.
Yeah, he dipped the shoulder into the defensive player and right in front of the official. Can't do that. Number 2 is a big guy. That was a good screen, but you can't dip the shoulder.
So Tyler Lede is checked in now for the Rams. He replaces Leak. Marion still... Actually, Bryce Wilson has replaced Newsome, who picked up the technical announcement. And so both teams have subbed once. And at the 4:27 mark here in the first quarter, the Rams lead 12-0.
Good pump fake.
Benson tried to take it himself, but the big guy lost the handle. Last touched by Marion. And the Rams will inbound under their basket.
That was a great pump faking. He was able to get to the rim, but good defense by Marion.
Benson wants it in the post. Harkins swings to Lede just into the ball game. Now Harkins will set it up. The Rams have got points from 4 different players here 4 minutes into this ball game.
Good high-low.
High-low action to Rudd. Up
Beautiful.
Over Wilson, can't finish. And Wilson signaled for the foul. Actually, they gave it to Cook.
21, Jordan Cook is first.
That's his first, so
the line shooting 2.
Marion has no answer so far for the Rams post play.
That was a beautiful play. We had Benson up top. He made the pass to Rudd, misses the first free throw. But if you're Marion, you have to foul when you have an open layup like that. So that was a good foul by Cook. But Kansas, under Bill Self, they do that all the time. It's a beautiful action, and you can get a lot of easy points.
Marion giving up a lot of size to these Rams, who goes 6'6" and 6'7" across their front line. Wilson just into the game, tries to drive against Rudd and draws the foul from an aggressive Rudd. That is his first.
Number 24,
yeah, they're letting him play, but that was a little too far.
Number 24, Evan Noley.
Marion has to get something on the scoreboard in this possession.
Evan Noley, number 24, a sophomore. We saw good things from last week against Carbondale, has just checked in for Marion. Simmons to Wilson. Now to Bardo. Back to Jackson. Simmons fires a 3 air ball, and it comes to Pro. In transition, the Rams run. Pro to an open Harkins. The only Rams starter not to score so far. And he'll try to change that with a 3, no good. Rebound comes to Marion. And Marion's got to control the glass. It's got to be a team effort as they give up all the size to the Rams. Wilson up top to Bardo. Marion still scoreless. Bardo kicks it out. Simmons swings to Wilson. He'll drive up, and it's tossed out of bounds by Benson, who just went up and rejected it.
Shot blocking's about timing, and he timed it perfectly right off the hand. Beautiful block, very athletic.
Benson very impressive in this opening 5 minutes of play. Marion still scoreless, 13-0 on our watermark scoreboard. Mount Vernon's creating a lot of energy on their sideline. Marion yet to find an answer.
Not a lot of movement by Marion.
Somebody's got to step up and look to be aggressive. Marion very stagnant so far in this first quarter. Up top to Wilson. Hands to Simmons. He'll try a 3 short. Rebound Mount Vernon.
Marion starts this game 0 for 7 from the field.
2:20 to play in the first quarter. Mount Vernon leads Marion 13-0. Trying to get the high-low action again. Not there this time. Rudd pulls it out. Guarded by Noli. Senior versus sophomore. Harkins. Long two. Good. 15-0 run to start this game. All 5 of the Ram starters have now scored.
They're putting on a clinic on offense. That was a beautiful screen. He was able to get a nice 18-footer.
Bardot, long two, back the iron, bounces out. Rebound kept alive by Noli, picked up by Wilson, jumps to Bardot, flip shot no good. Benson with the nice board. Very good opening quarter for NJ Benson, the 6'7" junior for the Rams, 35 in orange on your screen. Now he wants it in the post, faces up on Simmons. Those guys went together head-to-head at practice a year ago, but now squaring off here in Marion tonight. Marion still looking for an answer.
Someone needs to get inside.
Marion kind of going with a 5-out look on offense. Pass, cut, screen away. Simmons over Benson, no good. The Rams with a chance to blow it open as the first quarter comes to an end. Benson again for 2.
Yeah, that's easy. And he slammed the backboard after the dunk.
And Bobby Franklin, who signaled the tech on Newsom earlier, signals a tech to Benson for hanging on the rim. But what a quarter he's having.
Big time. I was just saying, he battles on defense, he posts up hardcore on offense, and when you run the floor, the big guy should be rewarded, and hopefully Marion can get on the scoreboard here.
First free throw good from Bardot, so he stops the bleeding with a free throw. 17-1 now on our Watermark scoreboard. Hits them both. And we'll see if that could be a momentum swing.
Yeah, hopefully so. Good job by Ray Bardot to get Marion on the board. They took Benson out.
Jackson Swan checking in for the Wildcats. Number 3, Benson Newsom.
They also have Run out of the game too, so this is a big test for Mount Vernon here in the last minute.
Under a minute to play, Marion still looking for their first field goal here in the first quarter.
Good post up by Noli.
Noli wants it in the post. They swing to Jordan Cook back in the game, and the senior hits a big 3. Marion needed that in the worst way possible, Brett.
Yep, that's the first made field goal for Marion. A good job now, a little full court pressure.
Took 7.5 minutes to get their first field goal here in this game, but it comes in a big way, and it was the senior stepping up, Jordan Cook for 3. 17-5 now. As the first quarter winds down, the Rams are playing for 1. Harkins runs into his teammate, now fires a wild shot. That's not what the Rams wanted, and Marion has a chance to score as the quarter comes to an end, and Simmons draws a block with .6 to play in the quarter. They call the contact on Carson Pro.
Foul number 10, Carson Pro, his first.
Yeah, so that really wasn't a bad foul.
No, it's not a bad foul away from the basket. And they're going to put a sub in for...
It's number 11, Danye Johnson, checking in for the Rams.
Danye Johnson.
Marion needs to try to throw something towards the rim, try to get a quick tip in.
Bardot, as time expires, no, and that will do it for the first quarter. Dominated by the Rams. They lead on our Watermark scoreboard 17-5. This is Marion Wildcat Basketball live on the Marion Star Facebook. We'll be right back.
Everybody wants to look their best, and Supercuts in Marion can help. Marion Unit 2 students and staff get a 20% discount with their student ID or staff ID through May 31st. Take advantage of the everyday low prices, plus all active military gets a 20% discount with ID. Supercuts does more than just haircuts. Ask for the tea tree experience from Paul Mitchell, or color services like full color highlights or gray blending. Facial waxing is also available. Walk-ins are welcome, or for faster service, check in using the online app. Supercuts is located near Walmart and Black Diamond in the Strip Center between Hibbett and Cricket Wireless. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., Sunday 9 to 6, and Sunday noon to 5.
Three-pointer, Jordan Cook.
That was an instant replay of Jordan Cook's three as the second quarter gets underway with the Mount Vernon steal and a Carson Pro layup.
Basket by Carson Pro.
So the Rams are back up 14, 19-5. Simmons wide open for three. No good, and it goes over the backboard, out of bounds. Mount Vernon ball.
Marion shot a lot of threes there, 1 for 6 in the first quarter. Here's another one, 1 for 7. Might want to think about getting the ball inside. Too many outside jump shots. Marion.
And Brett, you said during the break, no turnovers for the Rams.
Right, no turnovers. And Marion's only had 2. So Marion, playing relatively clean, but just not making shots.
Rams set up their offense for first-year coach Tim Holloway. And they have not missed a beat from last year's team that was very impressive, and we saw him beat Marion 3 times. Benson did not play much in those meetings a year ago. He was primarily a JV player, but he's really came out and had a nice start to this one. Number 35 in orange, player to watch for the Rams. Marion trying to hang around. Newsom fires a 3, no good. Nice extra effort by Simmons to save it. Swings it now to Bardot for 3, no. Rebound, another chance for Marion as Bardot comes down with it, but a steal from Pro. And another run out for the Rams, this time no good, but Benson runs the floor and tips it in.
That's a beautiful job by Benson. You always run the floor as a big guy for tip-ins or easy layups, and he's done that 3 times, at least twice, maybe 3 times this game.
He's been all over both ends of the floor, making his presence known. He's outscored Marion by himself. Now Rudd with the steal. In transition, they find Benson, who goes up, draws a foul and one. That foul is on Newsom, his second, so a bad play there for Marion results in a 23-5 lead for the Rams.
What a play. Great hands, an acrobatic layup. He was able to hit the contact and made a great move. And he didn't play very much varsity last year, right?
No, not at all.
He's really improved his game. Excellent play.
He's already got 8, looking to build on it here. 6:08 to play in the first half. No good. Misses the free throw, and it's 23-5 Mount Vernon on our watermark scoreboard. Bardot kicks it out to Cook. He'll fire a 3, rims out. Rebound to Pro. In transition, the Rams run. Drives, splits defenders and scores. Nice take there by Carson Pro. He's got 9.
Mount Vernon 4 for 6 to start this quarter. They're playing excellent ball. Marion has to make some defensive adjustments.
Wild shot from Bardot goes in. Draws the foul. Nice take there by Ray Bardot, and he's somebody that's going to have to step up if Marion's going to get back in this game.
Yeah, it was a great job. He took the hit and was able to make a right-handed layup. Very athletic play, and Marion has to get going on offense. They have to start getting inside.
Free throw from Bardot, good. So a 3-point play there by Marion's most experienced player. Ray Bardot makes it 25-8 on our watermark scoreboard, and Marion wants to talk things over. A full timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Wildcat Gameday is a production of the Swinford Media Group. Don't miss our weekly newscast, the Marion Star Live. Along with our other popular digital segments like Turning Back Time on our social media channels. And if you act now, you will receive 13 months of our weekly print publications, the Marion Star, the Heron Independent, and the Carterville Courier for just $45. Print subscribers can also receive our daily email updates, packed with the latest news, sports, obituaries, and inside information from the Swinford Media Group at no extra cost. Subscribe online at swinfordpublications.com.
Welcome back here live at Wilson Gym, where the Mount Vernon Rams lead the Marion Wildcats 25-8. with 5.5 minutes to play in the first half after a Marion timeout. Marion showing a little full court 1-2-2 action to try to get the Rams to turn it over. Looking to trap on the wings, Wilson and Cook. They skip to Benson, who's now stepped out. If that forces him to get out on the perimeter, that's a good move for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Marion's in a 2-3 zone, and here's a steal.
The switch pays off. Let's see if Marion sticks with it. They leave Bardot open for a three, rims out, rebound Wilson.
Yeah, that has to be a foul there, yeah.
Tripped up as he came down with the rebound, foul on Mount Vernon. So nice switch there on defense by Marion's coaching staff. Forces the Rams into a turnover. And with the foul trouble, their point guard, Carson Pro's on the bench. So Marion might be able to chip away at this going into halftime.
I like the pressure by Marion. I like the 2-3 zone, and now Marion will be in the bonus the rest of the way.
Wilson misses, but Evan Noli with the rebound and the second effort, no good. But nice effort there again by Evan Noli, giving Marion a boost off the bench. Danye Johnson in transition, throws it away to Bardot. So back-to-back turnovers against Marion's new defense. Wilson skips to Noli, swings to Bardot. Wilson gets into the lane, over Rudd, draws a foul and one. Nice take by Bryson Wilson.
Yeah, Marion needs to start going to the rim. He had a good step. And Johnson picks up the foul. Mount Vernon's starting to rack up the team fouls. That's number, I believe, 9. I think they have to adjust it. 8 or 9 fouls.
Bryson Wilson.
So with starters Trevor Jackson and Vincent Newsom on the bench, it's Evan Noli and Bryson Wilson giving Marion a much-needed boost here and getting Marion back in this ballgame. But Wilson misses the free throw, rebound tipped around. Comes to Simmons on the steal, and Simmons with the bucket. And suddenly Marion's within striking distance.
Not a good play there by Mount Vernon. You don't want to save the ball underneath your own basket.
Trapping defense still by the Wildcats, trying to slow these Rams down, but Benson gets loose for his third dunk of the half.
Basket by MJ Benson.
Mount Vernon's shooting the ball well, 5 for 7. Helps when you get dunks like that. What a flush by Benson.
Benson came ready to play in this one. He's got 10 to lead all scorers. Wilson kicks out to Noli. Now Bardot cutting. Layup, no good. Marion down 15, 27-12. Back with the trap. Leak splits it, finds Pro back in the ballgame, wide open in the corner for 3. And he's got 12. And the combination of Pro and Benson inside out has proven deadly for the Rams.
Somebody's got to move on Marion. That was an open 3 by Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon's doing a better job moving without the ball.
Noli thought about it. Holds, looking for an open cutter. Now he hands to Wilson, top of the key with 3.5 minutes to play in this opening half. College range 3 for Cook. Doesn't fall, and Rams get the ball in transition. So Marion started to make a push, and as soon as they started to get some traction, the Rams struck right back. In transition, the Wildcats run. It's Wilson over Rudd. Wild shot, no good. Now the Rams have Pro in transition. He goes up, and if he would have dumped it to Benson, we might have seen a fourth dunk.
Great job by Pro to get to the rim. Mount Vernon really can get to the rim at any time. And when you have somebody by Benson, Marion has to really they can't help off on him because he's flushed it 3 times.
So Pro's at the line looking to build off his game high 12. And he's now got 13. So when it's not been Benson, it's been Pro. And he has one more point than Marion does all by himself.
Mount Vernon has a great balanced team. They can shoot the ball from outside and get inside. They have 2 big guys who just are really athletic and good defenders.
Pro splits the pair, and it's 31-12, 19-point lead for Mount Vernon on our Watermark scoreboard. Trevor Jackson recently checked back in, swings to Simmons, thought about the 3. Marion trying to get something going offensively. Spin move, Newsom draws a foul. Corey Hastings, the far side official, with the call, and I believe they gave that to Rudd.
His second.
That's 2 on him.
Vincent Newsom can get to the rim, and even Ray Bardot can get to the rim anytime they want. They need to start doing that and start picking up some fouls.
With the clock stopped, it's Marion's best friend to try to get back in this ball game. That's Newsom's first points. It's 31-13 with 2:38 to play in this first half.
And 55,
And you're right, Riley. Maybe some free throws can get them going, get some momentum, slow the game down. But Mount Vernon cannot foul to get Marion back in the game.
31-14. Marion goes back to the full court 1-2-2 trapping press. Trying to get it across the timeline, they do. Now it's Johnson for the Rams. Takes it to the corner. Now he swings to Harkins. Now Johnson throws it away. It's to Bardo.
Go to the rim. There you go.
Bumped, no call. Misses, and the rebound goes off the Rams and will stay Marion ball.
Out of bounds off Mount Vernon. Checking in for the Rams, number 4, Cooper Hemby.
So that sends Cooper Hemby into the game for the Rams. Marion has Bardo, Cook, Jackson, Newsom, and Simmons, their starters in the ball game right now, approaching the 2-minute mark of this first half.
I like that 2-3 defense Marion's playing, trapping on the baseline. I think that's helping their offense get going. Marion's had 4 turnovers. Maybe that can get them going on offense.
Jackson lost the handle on it out of bounds, last touched by the Rams. It'll be Marion ball. If Marion could put together, Brett, 5, 6, 7 points heading into the half, they could make a run in the second half, but they can't afford to let the Rams build on this lead as the second half approaches.
Try to get this under 10 if possible.
Jackson up, wild shot, no good. Second effort, good, and draws the foul. Trevor Jackson, smallest guy on the court, getting things done.
Marion has to continue to go to the rim. Good job by Jackson to stay with it. The littlest guy on the court for Marion, able to get the rebound and put it in. Lob subs for Mount Vernon.
Marion within 15, under 2 minutes to play in this half. Not sure who they give that ball to.
Tyler Lyday, his second.
Guess they give it to Lyday, his second. So Mount Vernon going back with their starters. They were trying to get it deep into their bench with the lead, but Marion doing just enough to keep Mount Vernon interested. Harkins on the right wing. Sets it up. Now it's Leak. We'll see him on the football field with the Rams as well. Very good wide receiver. It was him and Simmons a year ago at Mount Vernon.
Good pass.
Extra pass leads to a 3 for Harkins.
3-pointer. Dylan Harkins.
So a timeout by the Rams as they lead 18. They want to talk things over at the 1:22 mark of the first half. This is Marion Wildcat Basketball, brought to you by John A. Logan College and Watermark Auto Group. We'll be right back.
The dual credit and dual enrollment program is for high school students that are interested in earning John A. Logan credit. And for dual credit, oftentimes students can get high school and college credit at the same time by taking one class. And with dual enrollment, it's most often just for John A. Logan credit, but either way, they're earning early college credit. The dual credit program is here to help students navigate through all of their opportunities.
Marion turns it over out of its and Marion just cannot catch a break here tonight, Brett, as it's just not gone their way. A week after dominating Carbondale, it's been kind of a wake-up call here against the Rams, a much better ball team.
It has. Mount Vernon is a better ball team. They're more balanced. I like the idea of what Rayshawn Barter did to try to get to the rim, but he did take an extra step, and he was called for a travel.
So as we're approaching the 1 minute mark of this half, we'll see what the Rams try to do. If they try to work the clock or if they keep this high-paced offense going that we've seen through the first 15 and a half minutes. A little dribble weave here from the Rams as they milk the clock. They've got their starters in the game, and they draw a foul on Jackson. That puts the Rams into the bonus. That's now 2 on Jackson.
Checking in from Mount Vernon.
I think that was more of a good acting job there. He was hit, but then he acted like he got hit more. And that's how you got to do it when you're close to the bonus.
So Pro is trying to build on his big first half. At the line, hits the first free throw. He's now 4 for 5 at the line in this game with 15 points.
He's got a great shot, beautiful form, just comes off his wrist beautifully. And then when I say that, he misses it.
The old announcer's jinx there. And the lead sticks at 19. They haven't got to 20 yet, and Marion's still trying to hang around.
Good rebound.
About 30 seconds to play in the first half. Mount Vernon 35, Marion 16. Stick with us for the Johnny Logan College halftime show. We'll bring you our stats brought to you by Kemper CPA Group and our first half takeaways. In a first half that's really been dominated by the Rams. And another foul by the Wildcats, so that's not what they want to do. As the Rams are trying to run the clock out on this half, they keep getting sent to the line, but it's not due to a lack of effort by Marion. They're just trying to get a turnover.
And that's sort of the same play that happened last possession. He was bumped, but Mount Vernon gets a call here.
So it's Harkins, another senior for the Rams. And while Marion plays with just 2 seniors and just 1 returner in Jordan Cook, the Rams bring back a ton of experience with 4 seniors and a junior. And Marion's second senior is one that should be on the Mount Vernon sideline if he hadn't transferred. So really a tale of 2 teams here in terms of varsity experience, and I think that's what we're seeing here tonight. There's the returner, Jordan Cook with a big 3. And that's just what the doctor ordered heading into the half to try to get some kind of momentum in a first half dominated by the Rams. Cook's big bucket, his second 3 of the half, pulls Marion within 37-19 at the half. We're going to step aside for a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll bring you our Johnny Logan College halftime show and Kemper CPA halftime stats. Stay with us.
Major support for this and other Swinford Media Productions is provided by the owners of Black Diamond Harley-Davidson and their family of businesses.
Don't go anywhere else. It's time for the John A. Logan College halftime show. John A. Logan College. Why would you go anywhere else?
Welcome back here live at Wilson Gym. We're at halftime. The Mount Vernon Rams lead the Marion Wildcats 37-19 on our watermark scoreboard. We're now going to go inside the numbers brought to you by Kemper CPA Group, LLP. And really in this first half, it was dominated by the Rams, who led 17-5 after 1 quarter of play. The Rams started the game on a 15-0 run, scored the game's first 15 points, and it was only 17-1 on a Bardo free throw with 54 seconds to play in the first quarter. He hit both attempts to make it 17-2, and Cook hit a three late in the first quarter to make it 17-5 after one. The second quarter, much of the same story. The Rams only outscored 20-14 in the second quarter to open up a 37-19 halftime lead, and it was a Cook three as time was winding down in the first half to make it that close. Otherwise, it would have been a 19-point, 21-point halftime lead for the Rams. Cook with that three is Marion's leading scorer at the half. He's had 2 triples for 6 points. Ray Bardo has 3 free throws and a field goal for 5. Vincent Newsom has 2. Trevor Jackson and Bryson Wilson also have 2 for Marion, along with Hunter Simmons. The Rams have been led by Carson Prost and NJ Benson all night long. Pro has 14 points. He's hit 4 of 6 free throws, has 2 3-pointers and 2 field goals. Benson, meanwhile, has 3 dunks on his way to 10 first-half points. Kwani Rudd, one of our players to watch for the Rams coming into the game, has been quiet. He had 3 points all in the first quarter. Evan Leake also has 3. Dylan Harkins has 7, as all of the Rams' scoring has came from their starting lineup. It's now going to be a time for our halftime feature. Our Rachel Stroud had the chance to catch up with some of Marion's cheerleaders to hear about their reactions on what is a really unique season. Let's take a look.
Hi everybody, I'm joined now by 2 cheerleaders who have been with the Wildcats since their freshman year. This is Lexi and Kirsten. Lexi, what has been your favorite thing about basketball in general since you started here at Marion High School?
Normally my favorite thing about basketball is just the atmosphere. I love having the student section and the bands and all the fans, but this year I'm just grateful that we get a chance to cheer.
I am happy that you guys are here to bring a little bit more energy back into Gus Wilson. Kirsten, what has been your favorite thing about cheering in general since you started here at Marion?
I just love being a part of the community and leading our school in such a inspiring way, and the bond that I've made with the girls over the years. We have friendships that are unbreakable now. So
well, that's awesome. It's so much fun to watch you girls. Thank you for being a part of this team and our community for all these years. Brett and Riley, back to you.
Thanks, Rachel, and she's also going to talk to another one of Marion's cheerleaders to hear about what they're going through. It's a little bit different this year with everyone having to wear masks. The cheerleaders are restricted in what they can do in terms of cheerleading and in terms of getting the crowd, which is virtually non-existent this season, involved in the ball games. So Rachel, a former cheerleader herself and a cheerleading coach at Agape Christian High School, asked the cheerleaders for some more of their reactions this season.
Everybody, I'm joined now by 2 Marion High School cheerleaders. This is Morgan and Emma, and they are seniors on the court. Now, Morgan, what is your favorite thing about being a cheerleader?
My favorite thing is coming together as a team and bonding like a family.
That's awesome. You guys do such a great job. And Emma, what is your favorite thing about cheering for the basketball team?
My favorite part is whenever the community comes together and we cheer on the Wildcats.
Well, we love that too. We love seeing some W's on the scorebook, and hopefully we'll get some more this season. Thank you for your dedication to this team and to our school and our community. And hopefully we'll add another W to the scorebook tonight. Riley and Brett, back to you.
Thanks, Rachel. We'll hear from you again here in a minute. We're here live at it's halftime as the Mount Vernon Rams have dominated the Marion Wildcats en route to a 37-19 halftime lead. For more reactions on that first half, we're going to send it to the third member of our crew, Rachel Stroud. Rachel?
Riley, I had the opportunity
opportunity earlier to talk to a few of the Marion High School cheerleaders, and it was great to hear from them as they look back fondly on their last 3 seasons here at Marion High School. And they're excited to cheer on the Wildcats to more victories this season, even though it looks a little bit differently. Now, we know you at home are cheering on your Wildcats, of course, and we would love to see it. So if you've got your blue and gold on and you're sitting on the couch enjoying some popcorn, snap a pic or send us a little video and send it in, and we'll feature you here on our live streams. We want to make sure the whole community gets involved and show our Wildcats that they're still loved, even though you cannot be with us this season in Cuss Wilson. Now, the Wildcats are down at the halftime, but I bet that they went into the locker room getting a little pep talk, and we're looking to come back to the court with a little fire and ready to bring this win back to town. For now, that's it from the court. Cheer on those Wildcats. Back to you boys in the booth.
Thanks, Rachel, and I'm now rejoined by Brett Bradley for some more of our halftime stats brought to you by Kemper CPA.
Thanks, Riley. Marion was 4 for 13 from 2-point range, 2 for 13 from 3-point range. Way too many three-pointers are not falling. Hopefully, if Marion get a few more in the second half, that could turn the game around. Marion was 7 for 11 from the free throw line, had 5 turnovers. For Mount Vernon, 9 for 13 on 2-pointers. That helps when you get a lot of layups and dunks. 4 for 7 from downtown, 5 for 9 from the free throw stripe, and only 2 turnovers. So, Mount Vernon, when you shoot over 60% from the field, you're going to win a lot of games. That's why they have 37 here in the first half.
And Brett, as we get ready for the start of the second half, about 1 minute away, and it will be Rams ball coming out. If you're Marion, what do you try to do to get back in this game?
Well, I think you have to start getting to the rim and just driving and picking up some fouls and seeing what you can get from the free throw line. If the three-point shots are dropping, then I think Marion should shoot them. But 2 for 13, I think somebody has to say, like, let's don't keep shooting if it's not there. Marion had a lot of opportunities, I think, to get to the rim. I think Vincent Newsom and Ray Bardot are athletic enough to get to the rim anytime they want. Marion also has to move a little bit better on offense too, without a whole lot of ball movement. And Mount Vernon, they're so balanced. If you put so much pressure on the guards, their inside guys get position and for easy shots. So Marion has to watch that.
Yeah, they're not going to come out and hit an 18-point shot to tie this game. So chip away, string some stops together, and try to make this a game going into the fourth quarter. You just don't want to come out and roll over and die if you're Marion.
Yeah, the next few minutes are vitally important. Marion's down by 18 points. They have to get this lead cut into early on.
It's a much different situation. The Rams have been in nothing but really close games as of late. Marion kind of got sloppy last week against Carbondale, maybe got a little too confident coming into this game here tonight. So definitely a reality check in those first 4 minutes when the Rams came out and stuck 17 quick ones on them.
No doubt, yeah. I mean, if you take away that early start, this game's a lot tighter, but still, Mount Vernon has dominated throughout the whole game.
Mount Vernon also won the JV contest preceding this. You might have seen it here live on the Marion Star, 49-44. So Mount Vernon trying to hang on. They also won the freshman contest, so they're going for a sweep here tonight. But that's the kind of second half start Marion needed. No good basket by the Rams, and it results in Marion ball with a chance to chip away. A nice set here from Marion. They get Bardot posted up, kicks it out to Simmons. They give him room to shoot. He doesn't. The Rams sideline get energetic again. Take by Bardot, but shot altered by Benson, who's had his way inside through the first 2 quarters plus here tonight. Nearly a turnover. Mount Vernon gets it back. Rudd will settle for a 3. No good. That's what you want to force him to do if you're Marion. But Mount Vernon gets it back. You got to box out if you're Marion. Little on big there, and Benson had his way on the way to the rim.
When you have a mismatch like that, you have to utilize it. Good job by Benson to score the layup.
He's got 12. Cook, a 3. No good this time. Rebound, Mount Vernon's lead. He pushes in transition all the way down the lane for a basket. Actually rims out, no good. Marion catches a break and they get the ball back. I thought that was surely going in, but the ball did not stick. And Marion gets the ball back down 20. Simmons with the space from here to Mount Vernon doesn't shoot. They swing to Newsom on the right wing against Rudd. Drives up over the 6'7" forward, no good.
Good defense by Rudd to keep his hands up. Here's a steal by Marion, 3-on-1.
Bardo dumps to Newsom, blocked by Rudd. Every chance Marion gets around the basket, there's a 6'6" or 6'7" player from the Rams waiting. Another layup doesn't fall by Leak and it gets stuck. Alternating possession goes to Marion, and that's 2 times in a row. Leak has had an open layup not fall.
That's probably the first time I've seen a ball get stuck in a high school basketball game. I've never seen that before. Have you at all?
No, not that I can recall.
I've seen a lot of it with middle school kids and junior high and grade school, but not high school.
So Marion catching some breaks, so if they can put some points on the board, they could hang around. Bryson Wilson just checked in for Marion. Newsom goes to the bench. Wilson provided a little bit of a spark in the second quarter. Marion's only went 7 deep in this one. We're yet to see Nehemiah Goodman or Bryson Burgess off the bench here for Marion. They swing to Wilson.
There you go.
That's a goaltend. They call a goaltend on Rudd. Yeah. So another potential block by the Rams goes in favor of Marion as they call defensive interference on Rudd.
Good drive by Bryson Wilson. Very athletic, able to get to the rim.
Marion will take points any way they'll give them to him in this one. It's been hard to come by offensively. Got to get some stops.
Good D by Ray Bardo. Excellent defense.
Leak gives it up to Harkins. Wide open, top of the key jumper, good. Plenty of space, and that's too much to give these Mount Vernon guards.
Yeah, 18-foot jump shot. I think we saw that in the first half. It came curled right in. A good stroke.
Wilson to Cook, swings to Bardo. College range 3, no good. Rebound tipped around, last touch by Wilson. And that leads us to our first COVID break of the second half for the players to take their mask down and catch a breath. We'll take one as well. This is Marion Wildcat Basketball live on the Marion Star Facebook.
Do you feel like your business is sinking in accounting and payroll work? Are business taxes and confusing technology dragging you down? Call the experts at Kemper CPA Group. We'll answer your questions and give you the tools to keep your business afloat.
On top of the hill in Marion Wildcats territory stands the newest branch of Murphy Wall State Bank and Trust Company. If you're looking for experienced loan officers and user-friendly online applications, look to Murphy Wall State Bank. Visit us at murphywall.com for details on our USDA rural housing, FHA home loans, and VA home loans. Conventional fixed-rate mortgage and in-house loans are also available. We're here to help you make your next move.
Visit murphywall.com. Murphy Wall State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Welcome back here at Cuss Wilson Gymnasium in Marion, where the Mount Vernon Rams lead the Marion Wildcats 41-21 on the Watermark scoreboard. Out of that COVID break, the Marion Wildcats, under Coach Gus Gillespie, will set up a full-court press as they try to get back in this game. It's a little full-court man-to-man. The Rams split it.
Barely.
And they have really 4, maybe 5 ball handlers that can all bring it up themselves, so it's going to be hard to turn it over against the press, but Marion looking for something to try to get back in this game.
High-low action, yeah.
Marion read it perfectly, and Wilson with the steal. Nice boost here from Bryson Wilson off the bench again. And Bardo goes coast to coast for 2. Let's see if Marion can chip away, Brett.
Great play there by Ray Bardo, and on defense, Bryson Wilson.
Really liking Wilson's energy. But that's too easy that time as Kwani Rudd sees Bardo's coast-to-coast take and says right back at you.
Yeah, you had the ball on the left hand, switch to the right. Beautiful play. When you're 6'6" and you're athletic and handle the ball, it's a dangerous combination.
Offensive board from Simmons off that missed 3 by Jordan Cook. Marion trails by 20. Bardo trying to make something happen, doesn't fall. Rebound pro. Tipped by Bardo. Nice effort there. Doesn't get it, but you like to see the effort diving on the floor to try to get the steal by Ray Bardo.
And number 3, Benson.
I like the effort a lot. Marion's going to come with Noli and Newsom for Cook and Jackson.
The combination of Bryson Wilson, Vincent Newsom, Evan Noli, and Simmons and Bardot. That gives Marion some length to try to combat this athleticism and really good depth that the Rams throw at them. So this is a good look defensively if you're trying to press.
Yeah, very athletic, long arms from Marion.
And really, to their credit, Brett, I haven't seen a lot of quit in Marion so far. So
I have not either. Yes, you're right.
Still playing very hard, but that hasn't paid off on the scoreboard so far. They catch a break. They left Leak wide open for 3, but it doesn't fall. And in transition, Newsome.
There you go.
Blocked by Benson. Another block from the big fella. Leads to a run out for the Rams. Harkins nearly lost it. Kicks out to Pro. Blocked by Simmons. Simmons answers back with a block of his own. But it leads to a run 3, and that's been the kind of night it's been for the Wildcats. Every time they've got something positive, the Rams answer right back.
Mount Vernon doubles up here in the third quarter.
46-23 on the Watermark scoreboard. A week after blowing out Carbondale, Marion on the other side of the deficit this week. Simmons in the post. Finds a cutting Noli, kicks it out to Wilson, shot fake, and he walked. And Wilson trying to make something happen for Marion, to his credit, trying to provide a much-needed boost for this Marion Wildcat team.
Benson and Rudd are just fantastic. They're great athletes. Benson's probably had 4 blocks today.
3 dunks.
3 dunks. Plays hard on both ends of the floor, too.
This is a Mount Vernon team, Brett. If we had a normal season, I think they could make a run.
No doubt. No doubt. Quadri Rudd can shoot it, and he's very athletic, and they have great guards to take care of the ball.
They've got 4 players in their lineup that I think could go on to play college basketball. Steal by Marion. Still fighting to try to stay around, but they're going to have to start picking up the pace offensively. Newsome with the missed 3, tipped out by Simmons. Finds Noli alone under the basket for 2. First points for the sophomore.
Good job there by Marion fighting to get extra rebounds.
Marion could hang around if Mount Vernon starts to get complacent. So a basket on one end, a rebound on the other for Noli. Newsome, wide open 3. Right iron, no good. And Marion's going to need some of those shots to fall, Brett, if they're going to have a chance.
Marion's 2 for 18 from downtown. Hopefully they get some going in the fourth quarter, but that's not a good percentage.
1:22 to play here in the third quarter. Mount Vernon up 21 here in this South 7 conference battle at Wilson Gym here tonight. Rams milking the clock. Rudd's kind of came alive here in the second half. Pro on the left wing, gets a screen from King, pulls it out, and they're going to work the clock.
It's been a very low-scoring third quarter. Mount Vernon's had a lot of long possessions. Here's an 18-footer again. Wow.
Too much space for Dylan Harkins, and he's put in 11. So very balanced scoring attack for the Rams. 14 from Pro, 12 from Benson, and 11 from Harkins.
Harkins reminds me a lot of Tony Parker. Tony Parker was great to get in the lane and hit those mid-range jump shots. He's hit 3 of them tonight.
He's an unselfish point guard, but if you give him space, he'll get his own. Turnover, Marion. Rudd in transition finds Leak. A nice block from behind, Ray Bardot. But a technical foul at the end of the play. And the players get tangled up.
2 more technical fouls.
And a couple more extracurricular activities.
He's kicked out of the game, Riley.
And I believe they just tossed Evan Leak as the players from Marion, rightfully frustrated here tonight, got in the face of Mount Vernon. Somebody said a little too much. Mount Vernon responded, and now the referees sort out what happened. Kind of reminds me of football, Brett. A lot of flags on the play.
When there's 2 or 3 fouls on the play. I think they kicked out number 2 for Mount Vernon, and they might have kicked out Wilson for Marion. I don't know. I couldn't see all the action, but we'll sort it out here in a little bit.
We're going to step aside as the referees talk things over. It's Mount Vernon 48, Marion 25. We'll be right back here live on the Marion Star Facebook, brought to you by Johnny Logan and Watermark.
Logan Fitness at John A. Logan College is open and operating safely for your health. Temperature screening, mask policies, spacious facilities, and frequent cleaning make Logan Fitness the safest location for indoor exercise. Our staff goes the extra mile to ensure that the facility is always clean and regularly disinfected for a great member experience. In addition, our large open areas make it easy to accomplish your workout while still maintaining social distance. All for an affordable price with no contracts. Come see what we're all about at Logan Fitness.
Welcome back here at Wilson Gym. The referees sorting things out after the players got tangled up following that last play. So they give technicals to Bardot and Wilson.
With double technicals.
They give double technicals to Evan Leake, who is ejected with 2 technicals, so he is done. His night finishes with 3 points. And I believe he has to sit the next one, so that's a big loss for him.
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever seen a player get ejected from the game in a high school game by getting 2 technical fouls. I don't know the process, but just not a very smart play. You're up by 23 points. I know Bryson Wilson said some things to you, but really can't have that after the play. I think he took offense to Ray Bardot after the block. I think Ray said something to him, and then he got into it with him, and then Wilson.
And you have to think, too, these teams still have to meet at Mount Vernon here in a few weeks, and then on the football field as well. And kind of with Hunter Simmons' connection to the rivalry, these 2 teams have past history dating back several seasons to when we were in high school. Brett, it seemed like these 2 teams, as long as I remember, have always been a heated rivalry. So Leake is escorted to the locker room by one of the Mount Vernon assistants, so his night is done. And Pro at the line. So some of those free technicals were offsetting, and it just results in 2 attempts for Pro. He missed the first and makes the second. So 1 of 2 on the technical attempts. It'll be Rams. Well, Bardos now has got to shoot.
Shooting 2 technical free throws from Marion, number 13, Bardot.
They escorted him out of the game. So do you know if he can even come back to the floor next week?
I think he's got to sit. I think similar to when a coach gets ejected, he's got to serve a 1-game suspension, I believe. The South 7 Conference will be notified of what happened here tonight, and this will follow him to his next game. I don't have the Rams schedule in front of me, but I believe he will have to miss the next game.
That's interesting. I've never seen a player get escorted off a court before, but that's a big blow for Mount Vernon.
Up 24. You just hate to see something like that happen, especially to a senior who's had his season truncated already due to COVID. So unfortunate string of events there as tempers escalated very quickly. And Marion hits a 3 as time expires. Ray Bardot, who triggered that reaction on one end with his block, finishes the quarter with a huge 3. And it's 49-28 Mount Vernon after 3 quarters. Things are heating up here at Wilson Gym. We'll be right back for the 4th. Stay tuned.
When you're shopping for a new or used vehicle at Watermark, you'll notice the Warranty Forever sticker on the windshield. Here's what that actually means. The powertrain on the vehicle is covered for unlimited mileage and unlimited time. That's the engine and transmission. There's no cost to you. It covers 100% parts and 100% labor. That means when you purchase a vehicle from Watermark, you have coverage for as long as you own the vehicle. So when you think of Watermark, think of Warranty Forever and true peace of mind.
That was an instant replay of some of the action here tonight on our Marion Star Facebook. As the fourth quarter gets underway, it's Rams ball with them leading 49-28. And we'll see if Marion can make a push, Brett. It's really going to have to happen in the first 2 minutes or so if they're going to hang around.
Good D.
Nearly another block by Bardot, but they call a foul first. I believe it might have been on Simmons, and it was.
Marion foul number 25, Hunter Simmons.
You know, Marion down by 21. They've only scored 28 in the first 3 quarters. We've seen bigger comebacks. We've seen crazy things. You know, nothing's out of the ordinary, but Marion has to have good possessions early on this quarter to get going.
Pro at the line working on his big night. Makes 1 of 2, and that's really been his only weakness in his game tonight, free throw shooting. Chance to build on the lead, and if the Rams would have hit some free throws, they would be up nearly 30. Blocked from behind by Benson. His big night continues. Pro gets it in transition. The Rams have subbed Cooper Hemby for Leak, who was tossed moments ago. And you'd think, Brett, these referees are going to have a quick trigger on their whistle after we saw the tempers escalate moments ago.
No doubt. You have to protect people, make sure the game is orderly.
Bardot, long 3, no good. Rebound comes to Benson. He'll bring it himself. Behind the back dribble. The big fella, coast to coast. No good, but Rod nearly followed with the flush. And a missed opportunity from the Rams, but really showing their versatility, those 2 big guys in the end. Newsom draws the foul, and Marion still showing some fight, and that's what you like to see, Brett, on a night that's not going your way. Keep pushing, keep chipping away, don't give up.
Yeah, and just see what happens. What a play. You know, we talked about how Benson, he reminded me a little bit of Chris Webber. Chris Webber, 6'9", 10, he could just handle the ball and go coast to coast. Vincent Newsom makes the first free throw. And he almost did it there, but how about the athleticism from Rudd? Almost a great putback dunk. But Marion, you know, went back and was able to get some free throws.
So Marion back within 20 on Bardot's free throw. He's now 3 for 5 with 3 points. All of his points coming at the foul line for the Wildcats, who have really been offensively challenged here tonight, but still within 19. Like Brett said, crazier things have happened. And with this little full court pressure, they're going to try to make a push under the 7-minute mark here in the fourth. Rudd in the short corner, kicks it out to Hemby. Mount Vernon with the lead and no shot clock can really take their time and be selective, and they find Rudd in the short corner. And Mount Vernon coach Tim Holloway wants a quick 30-second timeout. We'll take one as well. This is Marion Wildcat basketball, brought to you by Watermark and Johnny Logan. We'll be right back.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car. And you want to give them the protection they deserve with home and auto insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
Call State Farm agent Kenya Garner at 618-997-1819.
Welcome back here at Wilson Gym. Marion down 52-30 against the visiting Mount Vernon Rams. If you are looking for something to do tomorrow afternoon, we'll have a quick turnaround, another presentation of Marion Wildcat basketball Saturday afternoon when Murfreesboro comes to town for a non-conference tilt. We'll have that here beginning with freshman play at 12, JV and varsity to follow. Simmons tries a 3, no good against his former team. And the Rams with a 22-point lead in the ball will look to milk this lead.
Marion 1 for 9 from downtown this half.
Cold shooting night for the Wildcats. You have to remember too, Brett, we didn't have a lot of school this week with the winter weather. Not a lot of time to get in the gym, and really not a lot of time to be in the gym overall with the truncated season with COVID. So
Very
might
good
be one
points.
of the reasons why Marion's shots haven't fallen. And it's been much of that tonight. Carson Pro, the steal and the layup, 24-point Mount Vernon lead. I believe that's their biggest of the night.
Defense to offense, good job. And another turnover by Marion.
That kind of sums up the night. Newsom threw it straight out of bounds to Coach Gus Gillespie. And Wilson checks back in the game. So it'll be Wilson, Jackson, Cook, Noli, and Simmons for the Wildcats, who trail 24 on the Watermark scoreboard. Mount Vernon bringing some subs in. Number 11, Danye Johnson, and 55, Deshaunte King. Evan Noli, the sophomore from Marion, takes it down to the right corner. Skip ahead to Jordan Cook. Lost it, but Wilson picks it up and throws it in. And Bryson Wilson's been a bright spot, Brett. He's a candidate for our Hub Recreation Center Player of the Game. He's got 6.
I love the fact that he always plays hard. He's always playing good defense, and he's always scrapping on offense. When you have guys like that off the bench, that's very helpful.
Marion trying to keep things respectable, approaching the midway point of this fourth quarter. And they're really running out of time, but you got to play for momentum. You're going to be back here tomorrow against Murfreesboro, so try to get something positive before the night's over. And now Mount Vernon's reserves are getting in on the fun. That's 2 from senior Danye Johnson.
It's a good-looking jump shot. And, Marion has not been able. Here's Noli for 3.
It's not been Marion's night shooting the basketball, that's for sure, as another 3 rims out. And we'll bring you all of those stats brought to you by Kemper CPA in our post-game show. We'll also name our Hub Recreation Center Player of the Game, so stay with us at the conclusion of this one. We'll also hear from the third member of our team, Rachel Stroud, one more time before the night's over. And we'll recap everything and get you ready for tomorrow's game against Murfreesboro. Turnover Marion, and the Rams up 26. The chance to add to their lead. A left-handed stroke there by Tyler Leday. And even Mount Vernon's reserves are contributing late. 29-point Rams lead.
Wide open threes, penetration and dish, always a good basketball idea on offense.
Mount Vernon on their way to sweeping this night full of basketball as they dominated the freshman game, won by 18, then won by 5 in a very close JV game preceding this varsity tilt, which has been all Mount Vernon here tonight. Spin move, Jackson, nice take, and a foul called by Bob Franklin. Nice take there by Trevor Jackson, who will go to the line. He's got 2 points so far here tonight, and that leads to our mass timeout. And we'll step aside for our break as well. This is Marion Wildcat Basketball, brought to you by John A. and Watermark. Stay with us.
At Farmers State Bank, we prioritize not only
our customers, but the communities that we live in. During this very difficult time,
we value your unwavering trust
and loyalty in being your bank.
Supporting and serving local businesses, familiar faces, friends and family.
Each and every day is a large portion of our job.
Farmers State Bank stands community strong.
As your bank, we are committed to bringing you
support, success,
and strength during this time.
Because we are and always will be
here for you.
At Farmers State Bank,
no one
serves you better.
At Farmers State Bank, no one serves you better.
May God bless you.
May God bless all of you.
Jackson hits the first free throw of 2. He's now got 3 points. Marion trying to stay under the 30-point running clock mercy rule.
Into the Wildcat lineup, number 13.
Down just 25. Mount Vernon has subbed in all of their reserves. They're going with 11, Donye Johnson, 23, Tyler Lyday, 32, Jackson Swan, 33, Kalen Kawawa, and 4, Cooper Hemby with the ball at the top of the key as they're going to try to hold on for this big lead. And even the reserves are contributing, so it's really been all Mount Vernon tonight, Brett.
Yeah, that was a great drive and another layup. Here's a 3 by Cook.
Jordan Cook, a candidate for our Hub Recreation Center Player of the Game. He's hit 3 triples to have 9 points. He and Bardot back and forth for our scoring leader for Marion. Bardot was our Hub Recreation Center Player of the Game last week. Bryson Wilson, another candidate, he has 6. So definitely want to stick with us in this post game as we'll give our Hub Recreation Center Player of the Game and bring you all of our post game stats and reactions. We'll also try to hear from Rachel Stroud, who will try to talk to Marion coach Gus Gillespie following this Mount Vernon victory, and it's just really how much it will be at this point is the only question.
Another layup, and
Basket's good.
you know, when you have those shots, there's some defensive there's some defensive confusion, lack of communication. Marion's gonna go with the subs.
Number 2, Caleb Cameron.
So that will do it for Cook, Simmons, Wilson, and Bardot. Marion will finish things out with 2, Cale Cameron, 15, Nehemiah Goodman, 40, Bryson Burgess, 24, Evan Noley, and 11, Tyron Anderson. Several of these players we saw in the junior varsity contest. Marion's going to get these guys a little bit of varsity action and get those other guys some rest, as we'll have a quick turnaround, like I mentioned, with Murfreesboro coming to town tomorrow afternoon for an afternoon tilt here at Wilson Gym. Fan capacity being limited this season to just the Marion parents, so we're happy to bring you these Marion home contests here on the Marion Star Facebook. We want to thank Watermark and Johnny Logan College and our other fine sponsors for allowing us to bring you this action this season, and really a unique year. And we'll also be back on the call come football season as well. Evan Noley's been a positive in the second half with 5. Good looking sophomore, Brett.
No doubt. Long, athletic, has a good shot, plays hard on defense. Reminds me a lot of Bryson Wilson, and here's a 3, rims out. Both players play very hard. That was a funny rebound there.
Goodman and Cameron both wanted it. And Marion trying to get something else positive to finish what's been a very frustrating long night for them. Under 20 seconds to play. Skip to Noley. He'll try another 3. Yes, wow. Nothing but net. Late candidate for a Hub Recreation Center Player of the Game.
Might get it, yeah. Good job.
Donye Johnson will dribble this one out. It'll be Mount Vernon 66, Marion 45. The Rams bounce back after their loss to Centralia last week, and they will improve to 3-1 overall, 2-1 in the South 7. Marion will fall to 1-2 overall, 1-2 in the conference. We're going to take a quick timeout. We're going to tally up our stats, and when we come back, we'll name our Hub Recreation Center Player of the Game and our post-game stats, brought to you by Kemper CPA Group LLP. Thanks for watching. We'll be right back.
At our very core, we're a community bank that invests in our communities.
We're here to serve the customer.
We're not here just for your checking account. We're also going to be here to teach your kids financial soundness. We're also going to be here for your next home and make sure that you're set up correctly.
We've been here since 1906 and we're not going anywhere.
Decisions quickly, locally.
We are very progressive in our thinking, always looking for better ways to serve our customers.
Or either go to your branch or look at our website.
One of our mottos is that we're building better community since 1906.
Everybody wants to look their best, and Supercuts and Marion can help. Marion Unit 2 students and staff get a 20% discount with their student ID or staff ID through May 31st. Take advantage of the everyday low prices, plus all active military gets a 20% discount with ID. Supercuts does more than just haircuts. Ask for the tea tree experience from Paul Mitchell, or color services like full color highlights or gray blending. Facial waxing is also available. Walk-ins are welcome, or for faster service, check in using the online app. Supercuts is located near Walmart and Black Diamond in the strip center between Hibbett and Cricket Wireless. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., Sunday 9 to 6, and Sunday noon to 5.
With a First Mid debit card, you have a trusted friend. Take it with you wherever you go, like your best pal. When you need some space, leave it at home and pay with mobile wallet. Find your debit card is missing? Just turn your card off with Card Valet until you're reunited. You can also set spending limits and get alerts on your phone, so your card won't go shopping without you. With First Mid, you and your debit card will have the perfect friendship every step along the way. First Mid Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Do you feel like your business is sinking in accounting and payroll work? Are business taxes and confusing technology dragging you down? Call the experts at Kemper CPA Group. We'll answer your questions and give you the tools to keep your business afloat.
On top of the hill in Marion, Wildcats territory stands the newest branch of Murphy Wall State Bank and Trust Company. If you're looking for experienced loan officers and user-friendly online applications, look to Murphy Wall State Bank. Visit us at murphywall.com for details on our USDA rural housing, FHA home loans, and VA home loans. Conventional fixed-rate mortgage and in-house loans are also available. We're here to help you make your next move.
Visit murphywall.com. Murphy Wall State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
It's time to name the Hub Recreation Center's Player of the Game. If you want to improve your game, visit the Hub Recreation Center.
Welcome back here at Wilson Gym, where the Mount Vernon Rams just defeated the Marion Wildcats by a score of 66-45. Welcome to our Hub Recreation Center post-game show, and Brett, it was really a game from start to finish dominated by the Rams. They came out and scored the game's first 17 points and never really looked back. Marion tried to challenge, never really quit, never really gave up, but the Rams were really in control all night long.
So I like the fact how Marion fought the entire game. They played hard, and even if you were to take out the 17-0 run in the first quarter, Mount Vernon really won the game anyway. They dominated on both ends of the court. When you have great guards who can create plays for others and also create their own and you have big guys who just dominate on the inside on offense and defense, you're going to be a tough team to compete with and match up with. And Marion, they only turned the ball over 8 times. Mount Vernon only 7 times, so there wasn't a whole lot of turnovers. There was a pretty good amount of fouling. But really, just Marion couldn't get anything going on offense, and that was the key. And Mount Vernon, really anything they wanted, they got.
Right, you're exactly right. We talked about in the pregame, one of our keys to the game was containing Mount Vernon's big four, and Brett, their big four, really led the way. Pro with 20, Harkins with 11, Benson with 12, and Rudd with 10, and that four-headed monster right there was really the difference in the game.
And I thought Rudd and Benson scored more when you told me those. That's the first time I've heard those numbers, but they just dominated the game, and Pro was able to get really any shot he wanted, layups, jump shots, three-pointers. He got to the free throw line, and Harkin was able to score mid-range jump shots. And when you have 4 guys, though, get probably close to 60 points, you're going to be tough to beat in high school basketball, and that's a tough matchup. And if one of those guys isn't having a good game, someone else can pick them up and score. So that's what you really had here tonight with Mount Vernon.
We're going to recap Marion's stats, brought to you by Kemper CPA Group LLP. Inside the numbers, Ray Bardot, the lone Marion Wildcat, in double figures with 10. He had 1 3-pointer, a couple twos, and the rest of his points came at the foul line to lead Marion with 10 points. Jordan Cook hit 3 triples and finished with 9 points. Evan Noley had 8, including 2 big 3-pointers late in the fourth quarter when the reserves were in the ball game. Bryson Wilson had a nice game with a lot of energy off the bench to provide a spark for Marion. He had 6. Trevor Jackson and Vincent Newsome with 4 points each. Hunter Simmons, playing against his former team, had 4 points as well. And that will round out the scoring for Marion. So it's now time to name our Hub Recreation Center player of the game. And I think tonight, Brett, we have to give it to the senior, Jordan Cook. Maybe not his best game overall. He just had 9 points, but his three-point shooting was key. And he's really providing a nice leadership boost for Marion, a team without a lot of experience.
Yeah, he played really good. It was quiet tonight in terms of just point total, but he did a lot of things on offense and defense. He was playing hard, and I think that's a good selection. And, what I like about Jordan Cook is he always fights. He's getting offensive rebounds. And when you have players like that, hopefully I can get other players to do the same thing.
And really one of the main arguments I think I saw a lot of, especially on social media, is, we were wondering whether we were going to have a season. It's all about the seniors, giving these seniors another chance to play.
Of course.
And that factors into the decision here tonight as we go with Jordan Cook, number 21, our Hub Recreation Center player of the game. Thanks to the Hub Recreation Center in Marion for sponsoring that promotion. At the end of the year, following the conclusion of football season, we'll make a presentation. All the players will receive a special gift basket from the Hub Recreation Center, and we want to thank them for their support again this season. And Brett, when you talk about the four-headed monster from Mount Vernon, it's really something Marion could have next year, as their inexperience is showing this year, but next year you'll return Newsom, you'll return Jackson, you'll return Bardot, Wilson, Noli, Goodman, Burgess, on down the line. So really some growing pains for the Wildcats following the graduation of Jackson Connor and Frankie Horner and those guys from a year ago. Next year, though, the future looks bright.
Right. I mean, most of the contributors on this team are not seniors.
Right.
So getting experience is huge, and playing hard and getting a look at other teams. Mount Vernon, I think of those big four, 3 of them were seniors.
Right.
So, it's just a big difference when you're a senior compared to a junior.
Especially in the short season when you have a quick turnaround time. They find out kind of late. Moment's notice, the Illinois Department of Public Health and IHSA decide it's safe to have a season. So you rely on the guys that have been here before that know how to play to come out and really play without having a lot of practice time. And I think that definitely favors the Rams this season, and really one of the most unique seasons we'll ever see.
Right, yeah, I agree with that, and I hope next year they can play a full schedule if possible. I think just a deeper point is I'm just glad they're playing something.
Right.
I think it's better than nothing. I obviously wish they played a little bit of a postseason schedule, because I think this Mount Vernon team can make a run at a sectional championship. They have the size and they have the guard play to do so. It's unfortunate for these seniors who, will 10, 20 years down the road say, well, what if my senior year,
Exactly. Well, we're waiting to see if Rachel Stroud can provide some post-game comments from Marion coach Gus Gillespie, and while we wait to see if Rachel can do so with the Marion coach, we're going to take one more final break. Repeating the final score, it was Mount Vernon 66, Marion 45. We'll be right back for one more wrap-up of this one right after this.
At Farmers State Bank, we prioritize not only
our customers, but the communities that we live in. During this very difficult time,
We value your unwavering trust and loyalty in being your bank.
Supporting and serving local businesses, familiar faces, friends and family.
Each and every day is a large portion of our job.
Farmers State Bank stands community strong. As your bank, we are committed to bringing you support, success,
and strength during this time.
Because we are
and always will be
Here for you.
at Farmers State Bank. No one serves you better.
At Farmers State Bank, no one serves you better.
May God bless you.
may God bless all of you.
Wildcat Gameday is a production of the Swinford Media Group. Don't miss our weekly newscast, the Marion Star Live. along with our other popular digital segments like Turning Back Time on our social media channels. And if you act now, you will receive 13 months of our weekly print publications, the Marion Star, the Heron Independent, and the Carterville Courier for just $45. Print subscribers can also receive our daily email updates, packed with the latest news, sports, obituaries, and inside information from the Swinford Media Group at no extra cost. Subscribe online at swinfordpublications.com.
Major support for this and other Swinford Media productions is provided by the owners of Black Diamond Harley-Davidson and their family of businesses.
Welcome back here at Wilson Gym, where the Mount Vernon Rams defeated the Marion Wildcats 66-45. Our third member of our team, Rachel Stroud, just talked to Marion coach Gus Gillespie to hear his reactions following this loss. Here's what he told Rachel moments ago.
You know what? It's just been a tough week. With the snow, the weather, we haven't had the common preparation that you need to be at a level to play against Mount Vernon.
And what about tomorrow? What's
Well,
the game
I
plan?
mean, Murfreesboro brings a team. They have two kids that really hurt us last year, and we'll have to play well. We'll have to play, be a lot. It's hard to be mentally sharp when you're physically not ready to go. And hopefully we can find a way to get through this tomorrow.
Thanks, Rachel and Coach Gillespie, for the time. Well, that will do it for this production of Marion Wildcat basketball here on the Marion Star Facebook. We'll have a quick turnaround. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow afternoon when the Murfreesboro Red Devils come to town for a non-conference tilt. And real quick, Brett, if you're Marion, you've got to have a short memory. You've got to put this game behind you and start preparing for tomorrow.
Right. Tomorrow's a new day. It's a new team. Records don't really matter. You have to play the game and see what happens. Murfreesboro, basketball and football have always been good in the past few years, so Marion will have their hands full, even though Murfreesboro's a smaller school.
The Red Devils did defeat Marion a year ago, so the Wildcats will be seeking revenge here tomorrow. The Red Devils, of course, coached by longtime coach Daryl Murphy, very well-coached team. We'll bring you more on that matchup tomorrow when we go live, starting with the freshmen at 12, JV to follow about 1:15, varsity around 3. Stay tuned to the Marion Star Facebook for updates on those games and when we will go live. Of course, for continued coverage of Marion Wildcat athletics, pick up the Marion Star newspaper or watch our Marion Star Live newscast. For Brett Bradley, Rachel Stroud, Ross Swinford, and the rest of our team, I'm Riley Swinford. Thank you so much for watching. Good night from Wilson Gym.
Thank you for watching Swinford Media Group's production of live Marion High School athletics. This live stream is brought to you by John A. Logan College, Watermark Auto Group, with additional support provided by SIH, Black Diamond Harley-Davidson, Farmers State Bank, Supercuts. Other partners include First Mid Bank and Trust, Kenya Gardner State Farm Insurance, Legence Bank, The Hub Recreation Center, Kemper CPA Group LLC, Marion Plumbing LLC, First Southern Bank, Murphy Wall State Bank, Arcadia Wealth Management, Mr. B's Landscaping, and the Marion Star.
The proceeding has been a production of the Marion Star Live. The material may not be reproduced, distributed, transmitted, or otherwise used without the prior written consent of Swinford Publications, LLC.